I'm going to tell. Now, Toot already knows what I'm about to say because he's the biggest Michael Jordan fan you know.
I don't know if he is.
No, trust me. He is. Okay. The reason why Michael Jordan...
Well, maybe Mike is. Maybe Mike's a bigger
fan. He's not. It doesn't get more obnoxious or worse
I'm a huge Jordan
fan. Than Toot Collins, okay? Now, here's the deal.
Okay.
Michael Jordan was benefited with the fact that David Stern was the commissioner, and he had the foresight, the presence of mind to market this guy and take the game where it hadn't been before.
Okay.
He made it global.
Absolutely.
92 Olympics, Barcelona, Dream Team, NBA on NBC. Marketing.
Absolutely.
It's all money.
Genius
Michael Jordan is not the greatest basketball player who has ever lived. And I don't even know if you could say that there is one, but if you were to have that conversation, in my opinion.
Non-center. No bigs.
No.
No bigs.
No.
He has said this story.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
They can't go bigs.
Or Will Norman Chamberlain.
Take him out.
I hear what you're saying, and I can't argue that those are great players, but my question is this. Considering the center position...
You're going to say that there's one definitive man.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not. But I'm going more towards where he was just saying, when you talk about bigs as the greatest players, they may be the most dominant, but do you also take into account the skill set? Because smaller guys have a completely different and broader skill set than big men have.
The two men that I named, they actually changed the rules of the game that you are defending and falling on the sword for right now.
They did change the game. I'm not arguing that. They're great.
Okay, my last point. He says Mike changed the culture and the game. I love it too. Here's the deal. Here's the truth. They actually changed the rules of basketball for the two people I'm talking about for their disadvantage. They widened the lane. No more dunking. Like, there are some real things that they changed. Say, hey, you guys are dominant, like too dominant. Michael Jordan, they changed the rules so that he could dominate. They made it advantageous to Michael.
I like your point. All right, so everybody who played after Michael's in the same thing. The league is more wide open now than it's ever been. So LeBron James
could arguably go down as the best to ever have done it.
But
he could.
But to your argument, though,
Michael Jordan.
He can never catch anybody that's played in front of him.
The people who changed the rules for him.
That's why the first thing I said was, can you say that there's one guy? You can't.
Except you did.
Let me get my point. Listen, this is my point. Everybody you name, right? Everybody you name, right? They all.
Two people.
Yeah, everybody is more than one.
Both Billy.
Everybody is more than one. Listen. They all lost. They all lost in the biggest game in NBA, the championship. Michael Jordan is undefeated. 6 times MVP in that biggest game, world championship game. He's undefeated. He led his team. You can say for Kareem, if it wasn't for Magic, he would have never got to the finals in the 80s. He would have never got over the hump.
Bill Russell won 11 rings and only lost one finals.
Wait, time out.
In essence, he could have 12, but because he lost that one, he's not the guy. Come on.
Brady or Montana?
Montana.
Why? Just because he made
I just
fewer
think he's
Super
better.
Bowls than one?
No, I just think he.
By what
I
metric, though?
just think he's better.
By what
I just
metric?
think he's better.
And why do you dominate everybody else?
And Montana played in an era where you could play football on defense. You could actually hold up the receiver on
Better
defense.
athletes now.
Who's the greatest football player to ever come out of King High School? All time. Martin Luther King High School in Philadelphia. Who's the greatest, hands down, football player?
I would say Jimmy Harris.
Okay.
That's what I would say.
And that's the argument we're having.
Yeah,
Because somebody else is going to say Jamal Jackson.
Okay.
Like,
But Jimmy Harris is an all-time leading rusher at Martin Luther King. Okay. Do we hold any records?
His point is that there should be a
Thank
Mount
you.
Rushmore instead of a
Mount Rushmore, I can believe that, but who the first face?
Like,
One.
here, how-
Only one, and it can't be a big.
To make your point about
Wilt
big,
Chamberlain,
to make
get
your
his
point,
ass out of here.
Bigs
Wilton
versus
Norman
guards,
Chamberlain,
right?
by the way.
You can't, bigs versus guards or non-bigs is like the greatest offensive lineman ever, or like take Deion, best cornerback ever, right? Anybody disagree? Deion, best cornerback
I think
ever?
the top 3 defensive player ever.
Okay, even better, right? Compare him to Brady or Montana. You're gonna say those guys are better because they got rings and they got their quarterbacks. But are they any better at their position than Deion?
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna bring it home. You ready?
Yeah.
Because we're at
You can't
Forte
compare it by
Hair
player. How
Salon.
do you compare it?
And
Right
then
here
I'm gonna ask y'all one.
on Broad
And then I'm gonna ask y'all one.
Best barber in the city.
No, I'm not.
All time
No, I'm not.
is Mark Lightfoot.
I would say yeah.
Okay.
I gave him an award, but he's not better than me now.
I'm saying all time. I'm saying all time.
better than that.
Here's the deal. Let's set
He's
it
not
up.
all time. I'm all time. I'm all time. Hold on. Let me change this up.
Now look,
I took what he did and built
I'm gonna
it.
set it up though.
Go ahead,
I'm gonna set it up. Okay. Mark Lightfoot cut Clyde Simmons,
Randy Cunningham.
Randall Cunningham, Seth Joyner. 2 cuts the Green Goblin.
Barnett.
Landon Collins,
Derek Barnett.
Derek Barnett. Okay, so
So you're on the come up.
Yeah.
so
I expand. I went outside.
Mark
the city.
Lightfoot in the 80s, cutting Randall Cunningham and all these nice flat tops, bringing home for Jerome. Like, he didn't have social media. He didn't have the marketing. It was word of mouth. We were kids, and all you heard was Philadelphia Hair Factory.
Kobe.
Yo, hold on.
I'm Kobe.
Social media is word of mouth.
I'm Kobe. I'm Kobe.
It is.
I was
but
fresh
it's
out of
a-
high school.
But I still need. Hold on.
it's
No.
more
Hold on.
to his
I
point.
need somebody popular
He
on the
can touch
block
the world.
that knows 100 people
He can
to
touch
get the
the
word
world.
out.
Mark Lightfoot
Yeah, but he's
couldn't
built
touch
that
the
though.
world.
The same
I
way
built
that
it.
Lightfoot built up word of mouth around the block, he built that
Who's
up.
better?
Hold on, can I
Who's
stop?
better?
Can I
Who's
stop?
better?
I don't
Can
know
I stop,
Lightfoot, so I
y'all?
don't know
I built
about
up word
him.
of mouth too. I've been cutting since.
Yeah.
I'm
not discrediting you. I just
fresh
wanna
out of
know.
high school. I built out a big word of mouth clientele. I just was prepared for the change in the world, and that's what everybody needs to do.
You can't knock
instead of
people for
catching
using
up.
social
I
media
was
like
there.
that.
I was
That's the
there.
same-
when
it's
it
the same
started.
thing.
It's a different time.
But it's equal. It's not.
It's a different
not
time.
a
Kareem
hierarchy.
Abdul-Jabbar did everything Michael Jordan did. He was in hip hop, mentioned in lyrics. He fought Bruce Lee. Michael Jordan fought against
was
a
fake.
Monster.
We're talking best basketball player, not best actor.
No, but I'm just saying, like, everything, championships in college,
I got one.
championship in high school, championships in the NBA, MVPs, all-star MVPs, everything. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar did everything. He just didn't have the marketing genius.
Wait a
Hold
second.
on.
You didn't,
Biggie,
so when
Jay-Z, or
he's an
Nas?
airplane, if
Biggie,
he's an
Jay-Z, or
airplane,
Nas? Biggie, Jay-Z, or Nas?
Nas.
Then we gonna end it right here. Biggie,
All right,
Jay-Z, or
here's the
Nas? Biggie, Jay-Z, or Nas?
Here's the deal.
Biggie, Jay-Z, or Nas?
It's Nas,
Why did you even put
but Jay-Z
that trio?
is the one that did it better than all of them.
As far as just using all
As far
tools.
as like, he used everything, built everything up. Like,
Oh wait, are we penalizing Biggie for dying?
Yeah, that's what they're doing.
Christopher Wallace died at 24 years old, and he could have been that guy, but we'll never know.
There's
I'm
no-
not gonna hold
I
it
don't-
against him.
There's
I
no
don't think-
album better than Life After Death. None.
Illmatic.
No, it's not.
Wait a minute, you think Life After Death is
It's
better
the
than
greatest
Die?
hip hop album ever.
Good night.
Life After Death.
After
Life After Death.
We're not getting this done.
Go listen to it. Go.
I want you to say that one more time and look in the camera. That Life After Death.
Life After Death is the greatest hip hop album.
All right, we're
ever.
shutting down production.
So,